goodness. What am I doing here, man? Is it freaking amateur hour or what? Feels like it might be. I'm gonna try to record while I also stream so we can see how it goes. Hopefully it works well. We're back again. Alright, let me get the old social stream ninja. Get the dock out. Right? Do we need to pull that up? I don't think... Oh, we don't. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. This can go over here. You can go over here. I love setting up stream live on stream. That's the way to do it. This is the play. As a streamer. Okay. Looks like I'm ready to go live on vertical. Let's go. Vertical streams need thumbnails, which is kind of hilarious. I don't know why they need that. Do people actually look at thumbnails when they're looking at shorts? That's the real question. Probably not. Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Better than ever. Back from my journey to Colorado. What a huge... Come on, start this hello. That's what they say in chat. I am starting. My stream has started. It's live. It's literally live. Refresh your screen. You weirdo? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me go ahead and run a little ad break for you on Twitch so that we can get some pre-rolls off. Woo! Is it live? I think it's live. Are we live on YouTube streaming? On the YouTube streaming platform? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, cool. How's it going, everyone? Welcome in. I'm back. And I'm a new man. Completely transformed, transfixed, translucent. Maybe. Not really. From the last time that I was here. Everything has changed. It's amazing you can go away for... What? How many days was I gone? 3 days. You can go away for 3 days and your entire life can be flipped, turned upside down. Everything that you valued once now is valueless. And everything that you used to not value now has tons of value. It's weird, right? I used to think that pennies were not worth that much money. Now I think $100 bills are basically worthless. It's kind of just how it goes. What else changed for me? What other value systems were changed? I no longer care about what you all think about me. I know that the real value of what the world, how valuable I am, is really right in here. It was in here all along. Unlike what you all try to tell me in my shorts comments. I want to pull up some comments that I got over the weekend because I think this can be a good session. This can be like a good session. Section is the word I'm looking for. Section of the stream. This could be a really good section of the stream where we just pull up comments and put them on blast. So we're gonna do that right now. I do need to look up TikTok comments for this, but I got a couple on YouTube that I want to highlight. I also am planning my streams for the week at the same time as I am streaming. So Thursday we're gonna be watching random videos that people sent us on TikTok. Because we get some really funny stuff in there. Funny, not like overtly funny, but funny because it's so strange, the things that people send to me. It's sort of a weird, it's a weird dynamic that I have over with my TikTok viewers. Sort of like a will they, won't they situation. But we never will. We just simply never will. Hello, Tabor. So, there's that. Yep. What was I doing? I was pulling up comments. Comments that I got over the weekend. What's my back? What do you mean my back? My background? This is my room. This is where I sit all day and stream and edit and, you know, all the things that boys will be boys. Boys do, right? Oh, I need to change my Twitch title too. Ranking every European national dish. That is today. We are in just chatting. That's what we're doing today. We are going to be ranking every single national dish of every single European country. But not yet. Am I live on Twitch too? Yes, I am. If you want probably a better viewing experience, you can go over to Twitch. It's linked in my YouTube account on my YouTube page. It's Quinjman TV, Quinjman_TV, Twitch. Am I going to make a live tomorrow? Yes, I'm streaming every weekday. Every weekday from, what is the time right now? Probably about 10:15 in the AM to, what is my end time? Maybe like 1 p.m. Central Time. So East Coast US is the time zone that I'll use for everyone. 11:15 a.m. East Coast to like 2 p.m. East Coast. 3 hours is kind of like a good sweet spot for stream. I feel like after 3 hours, it's kind of like, all right, dude, we get it. Twitch is too overrated. I agree. I think that the YouTube live experience for like a lurker is better, but I think for the community, it's better to be on Twitch, if that makes sense. But I do really enjoy YouTube Live. I definitely enjoy YouTube Live. As a perennial lurker, I'm not really much of a chatter. You might not think that based off of my behavior on stream, where I pretty much do only chatting and yapping. But when I watch streams, I'm not really that big into it. I never really have been. It scares me to get recognized. Can I do the Middle East too? Maybe. It depends on how this video goes. Ranking every 43 country in Europe? Yes. I am going to be ranking their foods, not their country. I was thinking about ranking the countries in Europe, but is that even good though? You know, like ranking every European country is sort of like random. I don't know. Are you a bad subscriber? No, you're good. You're a good boy. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's better to just rank the country in general. What do you all think, chat? You think that the cuisine or the national dish is more compelling, or do you think that just the country in general is compelling? I do kind of like it. It is kind of funny to just be like super ignorant about most European countries and ranking them just generally, even though I know nothing about them. Most of them. The title for that video is going to be ranking every European country based off of vibes, I think. Or it might just be American ranks every European country. That's probably more likely what it would be up being, or end up being. Be up being. What an imbecile. Silly goose. Okay. Who did we get? Oh, yeah. I'm going to show you some comments. And we finally get there. Okay. Am I not supposed to show YouTube Studio on stream? Did they tell me not to do that? Whatever. I don't care. Ban me, YouTube. Actually, please don't ban me, YouTube. See, this is the type of thing that I wake up in the morning and read. I'm laying in bed. You know that Icelandic cuisine is worst ranked in the world? I did not know that. Why this was the first thing that popped up in the chat today, I don't know. Both is good. All right. Well, I'm prepped for cuisine, so I'm just going to go with cuisine. But anyway, sorry. I'm getting distracted. So your stupidity makes me have anger issues all the time. This is the type of thing that it's like I'm laying in bed and I'm just trying to live my life and provide content for the people and just distribute my wares upon you for free. And and then I just get stuff like this. This is like the majority of my comments. If you had to do a lot more work and then you would be done. What? I don't know what you're talking about, man. But yeah. What else? What else is interesting? This person says Nizzy Germany can beat the US, which is just simply not true. Hey, Mando Goo. Thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate you watching. What else do we got? We could go into the blocked comments. That would be a little bit spicy. Hello, Neptune boy. How's it going? Oh, yeah. This was the one I wanted to talk about. I get it's a, quote, geography channel, but why are you Oh, no. This is actually a really nice one. No. There was one that was not this. That was not nice. Sorry. You're actually nice, DRB 206. Hold on. Oh, yeah. This is the one. Dog, this is considered a geographic channel? That's what you sound like when I read these comments. That's actually what all of chat sounds like whenever I read the messages in my head. Just funny. Just funny. And this got 4 likes. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a funny ecosystem that I exist in, where the people are not very nice to me. They're just not that nice. But actually, generally, the comments have gotten a lot nicer. It's interesting now that I've focused more on long form videos. The comments become so much nicer across the board. Versus the short form comments are just all like so stupid. It's so ridiculous. What else? What else do we have? There was one that like I almost lit them up the other week, and I was just like, all right, I can't. That's a bad look for me. Lighting people out or lighting people up on the comments is just it's a lose-lose situation. Yeah, it's not usually what you want to do. But then we got diehard Peter Pumpkin here, my goat. This is my day one geography viewer right here. He comments on every single worldle video that I've ever posted. He pretty much has commented on, which is why he's the best. You think it's really annoying when people are mean instead of just appreciating learning about geography and stuff? Yeah, it's also just like it's just like no, you shouldn't expect everybody to know everything, but it doesn't actually bother me. I just think it's kind of funny. At this point, I'm so used to it. Like the flood of comments, I probably get like over 500 comments a day across all my socials. It's like I can't even process all of those. I can't even take the time to read them, being a dyslexic and all. So that's where we're at with it. Good thumbnail, but why are you hating the British food in the thumbnail? Like, British food should not deserve the F tier. There are way more worst cuisines than British. Well, we will see about that once we get into the tier list. I've got about probably 5 more minutes before I start tier listing. I would tell some stories about my trip, but I don't want to. Well, I do have one story about my trip. So if you're not aware, this weekend I went to Denver, Colorado to visit my sister. And we flew out on Thursday evening. Thursday around 9 p.m. our flight was supposed to leave. Flight was delayed an hour and a half, maybe almost 2 hours. So we end up leaving around 11, 10 something, maybe like 11:15. And then we get on the flight, and it's a normal late night flight, and we are flying across the country from Minnesota to Colorado, about half the country, 2.5 hour flight. So we get into this flight about maybe an hour and a half. Girlfriend's asleep next to me. I'm watching some YouTube, as you do. And then all of a sudden, full lights come up. You know how they dim the cabin for nighttime flights? They turn all the lights on. And then so everyone's like, what's going? Right? Everybody's waking up. And so what happens is this guy This jack dude in a tight Delta t-shirt stands up. He's in the front of the plane. We're about 20 rows back from him. He goes and he is like helping someone. They're like in the aisle. Next thing I know, there's 3 flight attendants up there. Everybody's gathered around this one person. And then, to my surprise, it seems that someone is having a medical emergency on the flight. It seems someone is in need of fluids, is in need of something like that. I've never been on a flight where there was a medical emergency before. So they're all gathered around. Everybody's freaking out. They get the CPR machine out. It's crazy. It's crazy. So the rest of this flight, the entire rest of this flight, they're like getting an IV bag for this person, giving them fluids, like all kinds of crazy stuff. And they're up in the aisle the whole time. Not to mention the fact that the bathrooms, earlier in the flight, they had said that the bathrooms in the back were closed. So the bathrooms in the back of this plane are closed, and then there's a medical emergency happening right behind the first class cabin. So there's no bathrooms available on this flight. There's a medical emergency going on. It's already been delayed 2 hours. We thought it might get canceled. We're super late, flying across the country, and we're exhausted. It's just a flight full of bad omens. But when we landed, the fire department immediately got on the flight. Everybody stayed in their seats, and then they got the person off the plane. I actually don't know what happened with the person. I thought this was more of an exciting story, but it was kind of crazy to see a medical emergency happen. I also think that the strong guy who was helping the probably deceased now person was the air marshal, which is kind of exciting to get to see the air marshal in action. The secret air marshal who normally doesn't do anything, just sits there and vibes out on the plane. But anyway, that's my story about my flight to Colorado and the medical emergency that happened upon it. Did anything else happen on that plane? How many countries have I been to? How many countries have I been to? Canada, United States, Mexico. Hold on, I'll pull up the map. But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Has anybody else seen a medical emergency on a flight? Road to 200 subscribers. Oh, you have a hashtag in your chat or in your name? That's crazy. So, countries I have been to. United States of America, Canada, Mexico, Dominican Republic, 4, Costa Rica, 5, Peru, 6, Chile, 7, Argentina, 8. Have I been to any more Caribbean countries? I don't think so. Germany, 9, Czechia, 10, Slovakia, 11. Hungary, 12. Austria, 13. Italy, 14. Liechtenstein, 15. Switzerland, 16. Did I already count Italy? I think I did. France, 17. I think that's it. 17. Not bad. We're trying to rack it up, though. I need to go to more places. That's the plan, at least. Is to go to as many places as possible. And he don't know geography. Bro is rich. No, I'm not rich. I'm just a regular guy. I'm just a regular 29-year-old guy. You all will get there as well. Inevitably, you'll turn 29 or you won't. In which case, it'll be very sad. My favorite food from China? I don't know. Okay, it's probably tier list time. Let's see. Tier maker. I'm sleepy today. Whoo-wee. Your goal in life is to visit every single country? That's a lofty goal. I respect it. I think that's a great thing to aspire to. I would love to visit every single country in my life, but I think that I'm already too old to make that happen. And there's other things that I want to accomplish that are not that. That will take more time, probably, than... visiting every country. Wow, sleepy. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting do you all like watching vertical live streams? That's where all the viewership is. Do you enjoy the vertical format for the live? It doesn't bother you? You love geography. That's awesome. Okay. Template. This is European national dishes. Actually, does one of these already exist? You don't really have a preference? Interesting. European national dishes. Let's see. You're not too old to explore the world? Oh, man. My time has passed, brother. I'm elderly. All right, let's see. Oh, this is just Western European countries. I want every single European country. Italy, easy S. It depends on what Italian dish it is. Your grandmother is exploring even though she is 60? 60's not that old. Is she going to every country? Is that her plan? I need to do so many things for stream. I need to make new emotes. I need to make playlists for stream. I need to... What else do I need to do? I need to do a lot of stuff. It's a whole thing. She explored like 15 or more countries. That's based. Good job, Grandma. Good job, Gammy. Where am I from? USA, baby. I live in Minnesota right now. Alright, make a template. Make my own template. Single-use template. Do a video that you go on a website called Sporkle and do some geography stuff over there. Yeah, I'm planning on doing some Sporkle quizzes later this week. Can you do that stuff on YouTube? I've never actually seen a stream on YouTube. What do you mean? What stuff? Where was I born? I was born in Virginia. Okay, let's go. Presentation mode. Too many video ads. Okay. Let's do this thing. Every European country's national dish. Advice for Undertale or popular game sounds for my videos? Yes. Bro can't even name all countries in Europe. How will he rank the cuisine? You want to try me? Hold on. Actually, first off, before we get into this, I'm redeeming myself. I'm going to do it. I'm going to name every European country. Because before, I didn't make it happen. This is no prep, off the cuff. Just rocking and rolling. Countries of Europe map quiz. I need more than 8 minutes, though. Can I help you, Sporkle? All right, I'm going Jetpunk. Sorry, I can't do Sporkle. Countries of Europe. Is this all the countries? It is, right? How long do I have for this? I'm gonna show you all what's up. 5 minutes? Hold on, I'm taking it untimed. Okay. We're gonna name every country just so we can show you that we know every country because we're about to rank every country's cuisine. So, here we go, baby. From the top left, we got Iceland. We've got the United Kingdom. We've got Ireland. We've got Norway, Sweden, 1E, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany, Luxembourg, France, Andorra, Spain, Portugal, Switzerland. You all can see this, right? Hold on. For the vertical viewers, there you go. Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Monaco, Italy, Vatican City, Austria, Slovakia, Slovenia, Czechia, Poland, Romania, Ukraine, Belarus, Russia, Serbia, Kosovo, North Macedonia, Croatia, Bosnia, Hungary, Greece, Malta, no, don't stall out now. Oh no. Okay, we've just got little Eastern European countries left. I know these for a fact. North Macedonia. What's that one beside Ukraine? Oh, that's Moldova. What are these ones here? Albania. What other little ones am I? I'm missing like 3 more, but I don't see 3 more. I see 2 more. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Sorry, chat. I know you're trying to be cute and everything, but I'm not looking at you. Oh, it's the one in Italy. Dude, I don't know that Italian one. North Macedonia, and then this one is also kind of a weird one. Why are these starred? Oh no, I looked. It's Montenegro. Sorry, I looked at chat. This one is a big one that I should definitely know. North of Greece. It's an S. So Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain. Or is it a C? All right, whatever. I give up. Bulgaria. Oh, Bulgaria. And San Marino. Okay. I mean, come on, though. Right? Not bad. Not bad. You got to give it up for your boy a little bit. Maybe we'll include that in the edit of the video, but it probably not. Not bad at all. Kind of based, kind of chill, not cringe. Everybody is going nutso for it. But anyway, now it's time. Now that I've demonstrated my European geography knowledge, what I want to do today is I would like to put every single national dish of every single European country onto a tier list. We're going to be ranking them based off of how many criteria? We're going to be ranking them based off of 5 criteria. The first being deliciousness. The second being cultural representation. The third being global influence / recognition. The fourth being aesthetics. And the fifth being vibes. That's sort of a catch-all one. So let's do this. Let's do this thing. Let's get Let's get the old tier list up. Let's get the old map up of all the European country national dishes. And then let's start ranking them. And we're going to rank... Hold on. For the YouTube intro. Ranking every European national dish. That'll be just text on the screen. That'll be perfect. Okay. What do I mean by influence? I mean how it's affected the world. If it's changed everything. Maps. National dishes of Europe. All right. Are these correct? Can someone in Europe just like take a quick look at this and just tell me if this is all right here? Because I have no idea, to be honest with you. I have no clue what the deal is with this. Okay, Slovakia is correct. If Slovakia... These are not correct. Interesting. Every European country's national dish. What is England? United Kingdom chicken tikka masala. All right, we're doing it. Anyway, it doesn't really matter if they're perfectly correct or not. I'm going to start up here, and I'm just going to go down the list just horizontally. And we're going to wrap back around. So, starting off, we have... Oh, you got an ad. Oh, no. We have Farekal from Norway. Farekal. Do I know what this is? I don't think that I know what this is. But it doesn't sound very delicious. Farekal. It's a lamb and cabbage stew. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. That doesn't seem that delicious to me. That's very basic. The cultural representation of that. What is this for? This is for Norway. It feels very Norwegian. I don't know. Farekal YouTube. Let's see. It's tasteless. Let's see. This shit is loud, huh? I don't really care about the process of making it. This is super basic. This is like so D tier. It's ridiculous. It's just lamb and cabbage and onions plus water. This has no global influence, no recognition, and it's ugly too. This one is D tier. It's not F tier. The vibes are terrible on this too. All right. Let's go ahead and get the Farekal. Farekal. It just seems like not that awesome. I don't know. I'm not that compelled by it. Don't look at my downloads, chat. Okay, also the tiers. Sorry. Before we rank this one, let me explain the tiers. S, best. A, pretty good. Actually, A, very good. Not the best, but very good. B, mid, pretty average. C, mediocre, below average. And then not D, but F. F tier is the worst one. Those are the worst, the badness. This is below average. This one is not good. Farekal from Norway, not a huge fan. Okay. Next up, we've got Sweden, which is meatballs with mashed potatoes. Swedish meatballs with mashed potatoes. So, I mean, we all have been to IKEA, right? We all know about the meatballs there. I've never had them with mashed potatoes, but it sounds pretty good. It's also pretty recognized across the world. So it's relatively delicious, the IKEA version. My mom has also made Swedish meatballs before, and I think I've had it at the horrible dining hall that was at my college, but I'm not going to count those because that would be a ding against it. The cultural representation is there. I feel like it's just so incredibly representative of what the world, or like what the world views Sweden as, right? And then the global influence, it's pretty influential. IKEA is everywhere. And you might think, what does a furniture store have to do with cultural influence of food? Well, it's because it's, I don't know, it's because it serves Swedish meatballs, right? They have proliferated this Swedish meatball myth across the world. The mashed potatoes carries the dish. That's actually not a bad call. Mashed potatoes are generally well loved and generally pretty good. The aesthetics of this, it is an incredibly ugly dish. And that's what's going to keep it from being an A tier. I think this is looking like a B tier. And the vibes are immaculate on Swedish meatballs, but that's not good enough to save it. I think it's going to be a B tier food. It's pretty basic. It's iconic, but only because of IKEA, so it's not like that iconic. And it's pretty good. I don't know. It depends on who makes them. Like, for most of these foods, it does depend on who cooks it up for you. But that's not the point of this. The point of this is to get to the bottom of who has the best food in Europe. We need to figure out what the best cuisine is, who has the best national dish, and who rises to the top of the European continent. All right, what's next? We've got Russia with pelmeni. What is pelmeni, you ask? Well, I have no idea. Let me search it up for you. Pelmeni. Oh, also, let me see what you can't even see the tier list on the vertical stream. There's the tier list for you. Pelmeni is... Also, what's up for it? How's it going? Good to see you. Sorry, I'm just making sure that my stream is healthy. Pelmeni is what? What is it? It is a meat dumpling. I like the name meat dumpling a lot more than pelmeni. Pelmeni makes it seem more exotic than it actually is. It's actually just a flour casing wrapped around a bunch of meat. But it's probably delicious. I'm surprised that the Russian national dish isn't pierogi. Russia national dish. Okay, traditionally considered pelmeni, it is. Wow, interesting. Borscht is often associated with Russia, but it is pelmeni. Okay, let's see what pelmeni is. I've had, oh, you know what I had recently are the Georgian dumplings. What are these called? Kinkali? I imagine if they're similar to Kinkali, then these are amazing. These absolutely rip. Let me save this image. But generally, let's go through our ranking criteria. Deliciousness, probably really good. I've never had a dumpling I don't like, so that's high. Cultural representation, it's very bland and boring and like a little bit depressing that it's their national dish, so it does represent the culture of Russia very well. Global influence and recognition, never heard of it before, so that's an F tier on the global influence and recognition. The aesthetics, pretty good, but not like the most beautiful food I've ever seen. They're very beige. I like them with a little garnish on top, and the vibes are always immaculate. As usual, always immaculate. The pelmeni, I'm gonna put them below the Swedish meatball in B tier. They seem pretty good, but they don't seem incredible. These Northern European dishes are all pretty bland. Okay, what's next? All right, Iceland, Hakarl. So Iceland is famous for having the worst cuisine in the world, as I was informed by chat earlier today. So let's see if that's actually true. Hakarl dish. This is a traditional Icelandic dish of fermented Greenland shark meat. Wait, what? A national delicacy known for its strong smell and taste. All right, I don't know if that is going to do very well on this list. If something is known for its strong smell and taste, that's a huge red flag. So deliciousness, bad. It does represent the Icelandic culture very well, but it's not really known across the world. The global influence is not very high. The aesthetics of it also, garbage, dumpster tier. And the vibes are awful. So this one's gonna be our first F tier, I think. Sorry, Iceland. It's just not exactly the most amazing thing ever. All right, what's next? Next up, we have Stampot in the Netherlands. Stampot. Stampot is a traditional Dutch dish made from a combination of potatoes mashed with one or several vegetables and typically garnished with sausages. Anything that's garnished with a sausage that sounds pretty good to me. So basically it's just potatoes mixed with broccoli or spinach or something, right? So it sounds pretty good. Mashed potatoes are pretty delicious. So deliciousness, it ranks relatively highly there. Cultural representation. This is pretty boring. Dutch people are pretty boring in general. Wait, this is the Netherlands, right? Netherlands are Dutch people? I think they are. So, pretty decent. Decent cultural representation. Global influence recognition, not recognized anywhere. That's an F tier on that. Aesthetics, this is really ugly. They did not value the look of the food whatsoever here. So it's not that good on aesthetics. And the vibes, mashed potatoes are delicious. Vibes, immaculate. As usual. So let's go ahead and get this one for the image. I think overall, the mashed potatoes are saving this from being an F tier. It's a low C tier for me. Absolutely low C tier. Let's see. Oops. Low C. What's next? Next up, we have Finland with rye bread. Rye bread, you say? Actually, I want to look up a video of this. Stampot YouTube. I should look up a video of all of these.
Stampot, one of my favorite dishes growing up. You ever tried to peel a frozen potato?
Are you supposed to peel them when they're frozen? Ooh, it's kale potatoes? So literally all you do is you boil potatoes with a vegetable in the pot. And then you grind it all up. I mean, it's probably delicious. But it's funny that that's the national dish of the Netherlands. It's just butter, potatoes, kale.
It's still good. What's your favorite childhood dish?
All right. Yep. I am comfortable with that being in the C tier. All right. Next up, we got rye bread. Finland rye bread. Rye bread. What's up with this? Rye bread. Finland. Is there anything special about the Finnish rye bread? Dark, flat sourdough bread made from very few simple ingredients. The tradition of rye bread started 2,000 years ago when Finnish agriculture was not yet fully developed, and the climate restricted farmers to growing only crops that are able to ripen fast. That's not a good look for our Finnish people here. This rye bread being made because the agriculture was restricted is a really sad thing. That's extremely depressing. That means that it was not the optimal way to make bread, but it was the way that you had to make bread because the climate dictated it. So deliciousness, I don't like rye bread. It's bad. Cultural representation, it's actually pretty high because it kind of illustrates how Finnish people have to fight for their lives every single day because they live in Finland. Finnish people are not happy from their food, but still the happiest country in the world. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so they're happy regardless of the fact that they have to eat rye bread. So they're not actually that into their cuisine. They're just kind of like, they just have nice energy. Global influence and recognition, actually pretty well regarded across the world. I feel like rye bread is pretty popular. It's made in a lot of different countries. The aesthetics, it's pretty iconic. It looks pretty good, but it doesn't look delicious. It's memorable in the way that it looks, but it's not something that I look at and think, wow, I gotta eat that. Wow, you know? So for that reason, I'm going to give it bad aesthetics. And then the vibes, obviously immaculate, as usual. You ever had rye bread with someone that was unhappy? Probably, but I don't know. I don't even know what my point was there. Anyway, rye bread, you're going squarely in the C tier, but above Strempkopfel or whatever this was called. Maybe above beef and lamb and cabbage stew. Probably C tier. That's not bad. High C tier. Just because of the global reach that it has. How many have we done? We've done 6 and there's 45 countries in Europe. Okay, we got to get moving here. All right, next up, Estonia. We got Molgikasupsad. We really started with all the garbage countries up here. Molgikasupsad. Molgikopsad. Is this it? Yeah, Molgikopsad. This is an enriched version of sauerkraut that combines sauerkraut with barley and pork or bacon. Okay. Okay. I can mess with this. That sounds kind of crazy. I don't love the barley in there, but the bacon sounds pretty good. You know, that's not bad. Deliciousness, this is probably like a B tier deliciousness. Probably pretty good. Sauerkraut is good, but it's not like I'm just dying to eat sauerkraut. It's not like I'm the type of guy who's just salivating over the fermented cabbage every day. So it's like B tier deliciousness. What's the next criteria? Cultural representation. I don't even know where this is from. Estonia? Yeah, it seems really Estonian to just have cabbage be your national dish. Global influence and recognition? Never heard of it before. Aesthetics? Ugly. Vibes? Immaculate. So, Molgikopsad. You go into the B tier. Low B. We're making it as we go. Bear with me here. Low B. Below dumplings. Above rye bread. Okay. Next up. You're Swedish, but you dislike potatoes, so you're not a huge fan? What do you mean? That's crazy. Okay, what's next? We're wrapping around. We're going to Ireland. It's the Irish stew. Actually, no. Let's go ahead and... No, let's go to Irish stew. Irish stew. What even is this? It's just beef stew. Irish stew or stabhach is a stew from Ireland that is traditionally made with root vegetables and lamb or mutton, but also commonly with beef. Interesting. Irish stew, YouTube.
Today we are making Irish beef stew. To get started, sprinkle salt over 1 1/4 pounds of beef stew meat.
Let's just see it.
Stir everything together and 2 cups of chopped carrots. Cook the onions and carrots until the onion 1 hour. Then add the carrots and onions to the stew. Add 3 pounds of peeled, cubed russet potatoes to the stew.
Yeah, it does look a lot like the Norway one.
Pepper. Simmer uncovered until the vegetables and beef are very tender, about 40 minutes.
It's just beef
After
stew.
40 minutes,
It's got potatoes, it's got carrots, it's got onions, it's got beef. That's the whole thing. I personally am not a huge fan of beef stew. I think it is the type of food that you eat when you are fighting to survive in a potato famine. And it makes sense that it comes from Ireland because of that. So, what are the criteria? Deliciousness, not delicious, like C tier at best, low C at best. Cultural representation, very representative of Irish culture, as in it's extremely boring and weird. Not weird, very boring and basic, sorry. Global influence and recognition. This one's pretty known across the world, but is it known for a good reason? Probably not. Aesthetics, ugly. One of the ugliest foods ever. Looks nourishing, doesn't look delicious. Vibes, immaculate. Okay, Irish stew is gonna go probably below the cabbage one because it's less novel to me. Maybe above the plate of potatoes with a big sausage on it. No, below that. Low C. All right. Moving right along, we have chicken tikka masala for the national UK dish. A funny dish to have as your national dish because it's an Indian dish, right? It's pretty funny to just be like, yeah, no, actually it's ours. Actually, no, the UK made this one. Which is funny because the British cuisine is one of the least vibrant, other than the imported foods that they have, it's one of the least vibrant cuisines in the entire world. But with the imported foods, it's amazing. I'm also a huge Indian food fan. It's one of my favorite cuisines. Indian food, Mexican food, up there. Top two, for sure. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So let's run through the criteria. Deliciousness, S. Cultural representation, I mean, if you're talking about representing Indian culture, then yeah, it represents Indian culture extremely well. It also represents a culture of colonization, which is an interesting angle because the UK is a country that is sort of characterized by being a colonizer. So, I don't know. Does it represent the UK culture then? Yeah, probably. Global influence, highly influential, highly recognized. Aesthetics, beautiful. Looks amazing, smells amazing, perfect. And then the vibes are immaculate. Okay, so chicken tikka masala, preparation, YouTube. Just for the fans, we'll look at this. A YouTube short.
Welcome back to my series where I show you cooking Indian food is actually easy. Today we're making chicken tikka masala, similar to butter chicken, but way better in my opinion. And all it requires is one additional step. I start by cubing some chicken breasts and marinating with salt, pepper, red chili powder, cumin, turmeric, ginger garlic, yogurt, and lemon juice. Let it marinate till you lose patience, then air fry at 380 for 10 minutes. Then dice up some tomatoes and red onions, then heat up oil in a pan and go in with your whole spices. Then I go in with the onions, ginger garlic paste, 2 to 3 green chilies, and tomatoes, a handful of cashews and cilantro. Let that cook for 20 minutes and blend it up and set it aside. The extra step is the tadka. In a pan, add ghee, cumin seeds, red chili powder, and turmeric. Go in with finely diced onions and tomatoes and cook down. Add in your gravy and finish it off with butter, dried fenugreek leaves, salt, sugar, heavy cream, and lastly the chicken. Now it's time to enjoy.
Okay, amazing. All right, that one. It's our first S tier. Easy S tier. We've finally gotten some good food out of this tier list. Alrighty, next up, we can move. Let's go to, I guess, Germany, sausages and sauerkraut. Germany, sausages and sauerkraut. It's not even really a dish. It's kind of just two things that they serve together, which is interesting. And it's very basic. And it's not pretty. It's fine. I do love sauerkraut. I think sausages are generally overrated. They're a safe food, and it makes sense that they came from Germany, being a very safe culture. So, deliciousness. What is it? How delicious is this? This is probably a 4 out of 10 delicious. Cultural representation, very representative of German culture. Global influence and recognition. How influential is this? Pretty influential. It kind of carries a lot of weight. I also feel like they brought this to a lot of places that they colonized, which has changed. Like a Hungarian sausage wouldn't exist without Germans taking over Hungary, you know? Hungarian hot. Aesthetics, ugly. So ugly. Not a beautiful meal whatsoever. And the vibes, immaculate. So, where are we going to put this? I actually think that this surprisingly goes into the A tier. I'm not going to lie. I know I talked it down a lot, but looking at the sausage with the mustard on it on that bun, it looks like it goes crazy, man. I don't know what to tell you. Seems like it would be incredibly delicious. So, that's Germany. What's next? Peliki. No, let's go. Oh, no, we'll go here. Latvia. Peliki Zerni Arspeki. Peliki Zerni Arspeki. Any Lithuanians in the chat that can tell me what this is? What in the heck is a Peliki Zerni Arspeki? I'm going to try to determine this for myself based off of what it looks like here. What? Stew made with local gray peas? Similar to chickpeas. Fried onions, diced speck? This was invented when locals used their supplies of dried and preserved foods. So this is survival food. And when your national dish is survival food, I don't know, man. I don't think it looks very good. It's literally just chickpeas. Chickpeas with ham on them. Yep, I don't think so. All right, let's run it down the list. Deliciousness doesn't sound very good. Never had it. Love chickpeas, but by themselves, they need a sauce or something, man. Cultural representation represents the culture of struggling for food and struggling to survive, so I guess that's okay. Global influence recognition, not recognized, not influential at all. Aesthetics, awful. One of the ugliest dishes we've seen to date, and we've literally been only doing Northern European countries so far, so that's shocking, you know? And the vibes, immaculate. Okay. This one is gonna go probably F tier, above the fermented shark, though. It's better than fermented shark. It has to be. And, yep, that'll do it there. Next up, we have Kepelinai from Lithuania. Kepelinai from Lithuania. They're potato dumplings made from grated potatoes and stuffed with ground meat or dry curd, cheese, or liver or mushrooms. Okay. Kepelinai? This looks freaking amazing. How do you stuff a potato and keep it in that shape? Dude. Kepelinai prep YouTube. Let's see. Let's watch someone on Shorts make it. Okay, so it's dough. Oh, you make like a potato dough and then you wrap it around. Oh. This looks insane, dude. Okay, so it's not, it's just in the shape of a potato. Yeah. This one looks like it might be a sneaky S tier. I don't know. Deliciousness, extremely high. Cultural representation, middling but good. Global influence recognition, not really recognized. Aesthetics, Looks freaking incredible. And the vibes, immaculate. Okay. So, Kepelinai. That is going to be... a high A tier. I just don't think it's recognized enough in the world. It doesn't make enough waves to be an S tier. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You're going to subscribe? That's great. Thanks. All right, next up we got bigos, which is hunter stew from Poland. Bigos. What do we got with bigos? Well, how delicious are you? Okay. Like a red stew. Hunter stew, Polish dish of chopped meat of various kinds stewed with sauerkraut, shredded fresh cabbage, and spices. Served hot and can be enriched with additional vegetables and wine. Sauerkraut, various meats, chopped meats of various kinds is a hilarious way to phrase it. Sauerkraut, fresh cabbage, and spices. Dude, survival food. It is survival food. Much like its other Eastern European counterparts. Bigos, YouTube Shorts. Actually, let's watch this Nona cook it.
I'm here with my mum, aka Polish Babcia. We're cooking bigos from our new book, Easy. Powiedz hello, Babcia. Hello.
Gorgeous. I love this recipe.
Bigos loosely translates into English as hunter's stew. It's a rustic dish that lays at the heart of Polish culture, and it's widely considered the national dish of Poland. Babcia used to cook it for me all the time growing up. It usually comprises of chopped meat, but we use vegan chorizo sausages instead, which we stew with sauerkraut and spices.
Kapusta for bigos.
And as with lots of Polish food, it's super simple, so
Sup,
I knew
noodle?
I had to develop my own recipe for our new book, Easy.
This is beautiful. Well done. I love it.
Mam nadzieję, że ci się
Dude.
spodoba.
I mean, it's probably good, but I don't know. I can't get behind it. I just simply can't get behind bigos. What is up with this? The deliciousness? I don't know. It's a middling deliciousness. It's survival food. Cultural representation. It does represent the culture, but is the culture vibrant? No. Global influence recognition, not really that influential, not really that recognized. Aesthetics, ugly. And vibes, immaculate. So we're going to put this one, this probably goes in the C tier with all the other survival foods. Probably high C, below rye bread. That sounds about right. All right, next up, we're moving right along. Let's go ahead and go to Belgium, which is moules frites. Moules frites. What on earth are you? Mussels and fries. Yet another example of a national dish, which is just 2 items. Mussels and French fries. Just boiled mussels and fried French fries. How basic, man. The fries are probably delicious. Mussels, I can take them or leave them. I'm not a huge fan of those. This does represent Belgian culture because it is reasonably bland and boring. Global influence and recognition, not really yet. Aesthetics, ugly. Mussels are ugly and weird, and they make me uncomfortable, much like all sea creatures. And the vibes are... immaculate? Yeah, immaculate. Okay. So, moules frites, I don't hate it, don't love it. We're going to go ahead and put it... it's better than survival food. At least you can enjoy this in times of abundance. So, it's low B. Okay. Golly, we have a lot left to do. I did not expect this to take me so long. How long have I been streaming? Just an hour? It feels like I've been doing this forever. Oh my god, dude. Okay. We're moving right along, though. We're moving on to Denmark with stegd flisk. I don't even know if I can Google this. Flisk. Stegd flisk. This is Danish. Okay. It's a dish from Scandinavia consisting of fried pork belly and generally served with potatoes and parsley sauce. The dish is sometimes translated as pork strips or crisp fried pork slices. The pork belly or breast cut of a pig is used for stegged flisk. Okay, YouTube shorts. This always changes my mind because they always look so good. No, I don't want to look at it at a restaurant with terrible lighting. All right, it's looking like nobody's made them.
To our 50-second national dish, stegt flæsk med persillesauce from Denmark. This is roughly translated to fried pork belly with parsley sauce. There's not much to say about this recipe. It's like delicious thick bacon, so I'm just gonna jump into fun facts about the country. So apparently Danish have no word for please in their language, and yet there are some of the most polite people known in the world. The Danish have the oldest flag in the world. It's been the same flag since the 12th century. It was the first country in Europe to abolish slavery in 1792.
Base.
In Denmark, new parents have to name their kids from an approved
Wait, did he
list
say
of names.
1972?
In Denmark, new country. It was the first country in Europe to abolish slavery in 1792.
Oh, 1792. I was like, 1972 is pretty late to abolish slavery in Europe.
New parents have to name their kids from an approved list of names, from about 7,000 names, which I think it's a fair thing, you know, give them a fair start. And this is coming from a parent that I wanted to name my firstborn Dr. Baby. I have my reasons. I wonder if they can change their name to
Dr.
whatever
Baby
they
is a
want
base
once
name.
they grow up. What do people think? Leave me a comment if you think that people should name their babies whatever they want, or should be confined to a list. They have this weird tradition in Denmark.
Okay, it's just like potatoes and bacon. Stegged flisk. Hold on. Potatoes and bacon with parsley sauce. That's all? That's all you got for me? Dude. Okay, deliciousness, probably really good. It's bacon and potatoes. Cultural representation, non-existent. I don't know why this would be considered Danish at all. Global influence and recognition, bacon and potatoes. Made in every culture, not necessarily considered Danish. Aesthetics, I do like the parsley sauce. It's kind of pretty, but it's not wowing me. It's not blowing me away. It's kind of pretty. And the vibes are immaculate. So this one is going to go probably high B. Let's go high B above Swedish meatballs. Seems pretty good, but it's not quite A-tier material. Better than survival food, though. All right, moving right along. Belarus, Draniki. Draniki. Ukrainian potato pancake. Seems pretty freaking good. Seems pretty freaking delicious, if I do say so myself. Draniki prep, YouTube. Let's do our due diligence here. I want a short.
Today, we're trying draniki, these amazing potato pancakes from Belarus. First, I grate 8
Wait, are they
grams
from
of potatoes
Belarus?
and then
Oh, yeah, they are.
I squeeze out excess liquid and then I add flour, sour cream or smetana, an egg, salt and pepper. I use a spoon to drop the mixture into hot vegetable oil and I fry them for about 5 minutes per side. And here you go, ready to eat while still warm and obviously dipped in smetana. So good, they'll be over before you know it. So,
all right, yeah, that one looks pretty good. Deliciousness, probably highly, incredibly delicious. For sure, highly, incredibly delicious. Sorry, I gotta get my image. Cultural representation, I don't know. Does this represent the culture of Belarus? I don't know anything about Belarus. I don't know the first thing about it. So, I'm just gonna put question marks for that. Global influence / recognition. Not really that well known, but known well enough. Potato pancakes are known, but I don't think that people think Belarus instantly when they think potato pancakes, so probably not quite. Aesthetics, beautiful. Looks incredible, looks delicious. Nothing more beautiful than a pancake, other than a pancake made of potato. Vibes, you already know. They don't taste amazing, but they do taste good? You don't think they're incredible? They look incredible. This looks like it's like low A material, probably actually high B. Feels like it's high B, above potatoes and bacon, potato pancake, kind of fried, kind of delicious. All right. What do we got next? We've got borscht from Ukraine. This one is this is a loaded word, borscht. It's a sour soup made with meat stock, vegetables, and seasonings common in Eastern Europe and Northern Asia. Borscht is a beet soup, basically. Red soup with meat in it. Dude, I don't know. Deliciousness, not good. Beets are bad. Don't care how much you try to convince me otherwise. I will not ever say beets are delicious. Cultural representation, it does represent the culture of struggling to survive in Ukraine. Global influence / recognition, it's pretty recognized, but not for good reasons. Aesthetics, red is pretty, but it's, you know, you just don't really want to see a red soup as your dinner. It's not something that is going to blow your mind. And the vibes are crazy good. Some might even consider them immaculate. Borscht is going to have to go down in the F tier, I'm sorry to say. It's high F. Above chickpeas with onions on them, and above fermented shark, but F nonetheless. Alrighty. What else do we got? Next up, we've got Gardebounen. Gardebounen from Luxembourg. Gardebounen. What do you know about Gardebounen? This is the garden beans. Garden beans? What do you mean, garden beans? This cannot be. Gardebounen prep YouTube shorts.
Ever wondered what Luxembourg's traditional dish, Judd Mat Gardebounen, tastes like? Today we're going to find out. This hearty, rich-flavored stew hails from the heart of Luxembourg. It's a savory blend of smoked pork collar.
This is it's crazy to have the subtitles over top of the
medley of vegetables
watermark.
And spices that lend depth and complexity to each bite. Whether it's a cold winter's day or just an ordinary day, this dish is a perfect comfort food. Are you ready to dive into the world of Luxembourgish cuisine? Let's get cooking. First things first, gather all your
just
beans,
show me the
whether white or
Gardebounen.
green, add a creamy texture and a wonderful.
All right, that's terrible. This is the Check Me Out channel on the Wii. It's menu music from the Wii. That's probably why you recognize it. I don't know. Garden beans is a crazy thing. It's also crazy that it's just served with the ugliest looking pork chop ever on top of it. This is survival food at its finest. So, deliciousness, probably awful. Cultural representation, I guess. Global influence, non-existent. Survival food. Aesthetics, non-existent. Survival food. Vibes, immaculate though. So it's going to go down in the bottom of F tier, below the chickpeas, because these beans seem less delicious than these beans, but above the fermented shark, because I don't know if anything's going to beat the fermented shark being the national dish of Iceland. That's crazy. All right, next up we got France. We got steak frites. That is a pretty big heavy hitter. How did I hear what? Okay, steak frites? I don't know, man. It is one of those dishes where they take one thing and another thing and then they just like put them together and call it a dish. French fries and steak. But yum. I don't know. Pretty good. It's very French. to just have a piece of meat and potatoes. When I was in France recently, I was with a couple French guys, and they said that's French cuisine in a nutshell. It's meat plus a potato, and then maybe some vegetables on the side to garnish it, but typically not, which is kind of funny. Oh, meat potato sauce. Excuse me. French fries and steak is iconic, though. It is pretty iconic. It is iconic, and it does seem delicious. I think this will be a great preparation video. Oh yeah, we'll get some YouTuber guy, some real YouTuber guy going. Hey, the rhythm on this edit is crazy. Dude. Literally making Stomp the musical with a cooking edit right now. The champagne seems unnecessary, but it is, you know, it is France, so live it up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is almost like a song. It's pretty amazing. That's like, for a YouTube short that you're going to make no money off of, it's pretty crazy to put that much effort into it. All right, deliciousness. This one is kind of off the charts. This is obviously good. There's a reason why steak and potatoes is iconic and considered luxurious and amazing in the world. So that's high. Cultural representation. I mean, it's called steak frites. That's pretty French. But when I think France, do I think of steak frites? No. I think of coq au vin and wine and other things and being snooty. All the other things about France that people think about before steak frites. I don't think it's that iconic in terms of cultural representation. Global influence and recognition. Again, same thing as cultural representation. Don't really feel like it's that influential because it's just a steak and fried potato. Aesthetics. I just think that beef looks amazing and delicious, so it's going to be high on aesthetics. And then the vibes are immaculate. So, steak frites, where do you go? Regardless of the fact that you are not the most iconic thing ever, you are going S tier because I don't think anyone in the world, unless they don't eat meat, would turn down a steak frite. All right. Moving right along, we've got fondue coming out of Switzerland. I have not had fondue before, unfortunately. When I went to Switzerland recently, I was trying to get fondue, but every fondue place was closed because it was Monday or something. I don't know why, but they were all closed. But regardless of that fact, fondue is melted cheese that you dunk bread and meat into. How can you get better than that? Luxurious, decadent, delicious, incredible. Sounds amazing, right? I think it's pretty good. Let's check out a YouTube short just to confirm our thoughts on it. That was a crazy bad short. But yeah, deliciousness off the charts. Cultural representation off the charts because it's just melted, bubbling hot cheese on top of meat. Cultural representation, I feel like this represents Swiss people pretty well. Delicious but boring. Global influence recognition, this is eaten by rich people all over the world. Aesthetics, yummy, stringy cheese, delicious. Bubbling, hot, served hot at the table on a cold Swiss evening. Unbelievable, brother. And of course, the vibes are off the charts immaculate. You're done skiing at the end of a cold day. You've been out there jamming it on the mountain. You come back to the chalet, and there's a bubbling pot of fondue waiting for you and 6 of your richest friends to eat and talk about the global banking system or something while you're doing that. Unreal. Yeah. Fondue, you're going S tier. Hello, welcome. Fondue is S tier. Alrighty. It's funny how as we move south, the cuisine becomes more compelling. All right, next up, we have the Czech Republic, which is Vepro Knedlo Zelo. It seems like it's going to be some kind of potato dish. Yep, there it is. Oh, I did. I had this. I had this when I was there. So basically, this is a really bready potato mixture that they form into some kind of loaf, and I think they slice it. They maybe boil it, then slice it. Then they serve it with some sliced meat, some sauerkraut, and some sauce on top of it. It's borderline survival food, but it's hearty and delicious. And Czech Republic is very cheap. Or Czechia, excuse me, is very cheap, and you get good beer, and you can sit in a cavern and enjoy your Vepro Knedlo Zelo. I don't know, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But it is borderline survival food, so it can't be that good. All right, deliciousness. It is good. It's spongy. It's delicious. It soaks up the whatever sauce you put on top of it. Cultural representation. If I didn't recently go to Prague, I would not know about this dish. I don't think it reps the culture that well. Actually, that's global influence and recognition. I think it does rep the culture, but I don't think that it is that known outside of the Czech Republic. I don't think it's quite as recognized as other things are, as some of the other dishes on this list are, maybe. So, not that recognized, not that globally influential. Aesthetics, ugly. Sorry. But the vibes, dude, immaculate. So, like I said, sitting in a basement bar in the Czech Republic, drinking a big old liter of beer that costs you $2 American and eating some Vepro Knedlo Zelo, knowing that it's not going to hurt your wallet whatsoever, I'm kind of into it. I can kind of get down with it. Vepro Knedlo Zelo. Let's watch a short about it. Prep. YouTube. Shorts. What? Here's one. This is a guy straight from the Czech Republic. Yeah, I mean, it is survival food, but it's survival food with at least a little bit of stuff going on top of it. What is this, bread? Is this bread or is it potatoes? Maybe it's bread. Who knows? I don't know. All right. You've convinced me. It's survival food. But it's got dumplings with it, which is pretty good. It's probably king of the survival food. So good that it gets out of C tier into B tier. Anyway, next up, what do we got? We've got Slovakia with Brndizov Haluski. Brndizov Haluski. What is this? Oh, I had this in Hungary. This thing goes crazy, dude. What is this called? This is, or how do they describe it? It consists of haluski and brundiza sprinkled with cooked bits of smoked pork fat or bacon, chives, and onion springs. It is small, tender dumplings tossed in a creamy cheese sauce. It's like little potato gnocchi, like soft gnocchi, but they can also be goat cheese or mixed with goat cheese. So it's like little creamy dumplings, goat cheese and potato dumplings, cheese sauce on top of it, and bacon. This is comfort food at its finest. This thing goes crazy hard. It is so incredibly delicious. I had this in Budapest and I was like, oh my God, I would eat this every single day if it wasn't going to give me a heart attack at the age of 35. So yeah, I'm a big fan of this. Deliciousness off the chizarts. Cultural representation, I don't know. Not really that representative of Slovakian culture, but I don't really know that much about Slovakian culture, to be honest with you. So, have no idea. Global influence and recognition, this is severely underrated by the world. So, I don't know how I can rate it that highly there. Probably can't. And then the vibes are crazy on this one. It's a similar vibe to the Czech Republic, as in sitting in the basement, drinking a beer, and just slamming down some comfort food. Same deal. Also, I forgot to mention that with the creamy cheese sauce and the creamy dumplings, you also have crispy fried pork on the top, which is so good. It adds that extra saltiness. It breaks up that fatty dish underneath of it, and it's incredible. So yeah, I think this one is gonna be... This is going to go up into the A tier, above sauerkraut and sausage, above the other potato thing. This is really good. Really, really, really good. Rosa Costa, you're from Portugal. Please rate your food. Okay, I will rate it once we get down there, which is on the next row. It's in two. We will do it in two things. All right. Moving right along, we are into Georgia with khachapuri. I also had this for the first time recently. Khachapuri, if you're not aware, is a traditional Georgian dish of cheese-filled bread. The bread is leavened and allowed to rise, molded into various shapes, and then filled in the center with a mixture of cheese and sometimes eggs or other ingredients. It is popular in Georgia, both in restaurants and as street food. So basically, it's like a cradle of bread with stringy cheese in the middle and an egg. Let's go ahead and khachapuri prep YouTube shorts.
Today we're making a cheesy breakfast bread, which is this Georgian khachapuri. Super simple bread dough for the base. We have flour, water, oil, yeast, and salt. Give it a rough mix and let it proof until doubled in size. The cheese filling is super adaptable. Use whatever cheeses you have. Coat the dough in sesame, wrap it around the cheese, then bake until golden brown and gooey.
Yummy. Yummy. And it's amazing because it's the type of dish. I mean, you can use utensils, but you can just eat it by itself. And then it's all gone. You don't need to have anything else around it. You could literally put this on top of a stump and eat it off of the stump. And at the end, you would have to do nothing to clean up. Incredible. Khachapuri, excuse me, delicious. Khachapuri. It is so incredibly good.
Let's make khachapuri, a delicious Georgian boat bread that's filled with
so good I have to watch 2 shorts about it.
With butter. Now, let's take you on a boat ride. Start by combining your yeast ingredients into a bowl and set it aside.
No, I want to
remove from the oven and make a well into with some fresh herbs and elbow pepper. And fasten up that life jacket because we're going to set sail. Cut the edge off, dive into that cheesy yolk, and enjoy.
All right, that's amazing. Khachapuri, deliciousness off the Chizarts. Cultural representation, I feel like this one does rep Georgia pretty well. And I feel like it's kind of popular these days. I think that it's spread. It's a very TikTokable food. So it's spread across the world pretty well because of the way that it lends itself to the old tiki-taki. And it kind of goes crazy for short form with the cheese pull, the shape, the deliciousness. You know, it's all good. Global influence recognition, that's what I just said. Aesthetics, it looks incredible. It looks delicious. It's like fondue, but it's in its own... It's like fondue if you cooked fondue inside of the bread that you were going to eat the fondue with. So it's like fondue is like deconstructed khachapuri. Kind of crazy. And the vibes, you already know, are off the charts. Immaculate. Khachapuri, let's rank it. What do we got? Khachapuri. Save image as save. This one is going up into the S tier, baby. It's above fondue. It's above steak frites. It's crazy good. It's crazy delicious. Okay, moving right along. We finally arrive at Southern Europe. We arrive at Portugal. Bacalhau is the dish. Bacalhau? Salt cod. Dried salted codfish, a staple food in Portugal and other regions with strong fishing tradition. Okay, prep, YouTube shorts. No, not desalting. I want to...
Welcome to day 11 of rating Christmas dishes around the world. Today we have Portugal, and after Ronaldo ghosted me, I took matters into my own hands and traveled across the country to find this. It's called bacalhau. It's salted and dried codfish, and this thing is the main thing on a Portuguese Christmas table. It has to be soaked for a couple of days to get rid of the saltiness, but in the meantime we can prep the other things. I started with some potatoes and carrots that I just boiled in salted water, along with 2 eggs that joined them later, and after I took everything out, I added my fish. I cooked it until it was cooked, and the last component was cabbage that I simply sauteed with a lot of garlic and some good olive oil, and laid it in my plate as a base for everything else. I added my taters and my carrots, the amazing codfish, and the hard-boiled eggs. I topped everything with a good drizzle of Portuguese olive oil, and the taste of this fish was amazing. Subtly salty, tender, and not fishy tasting at all. This gets a 7.9, but let's see if day 12 can top it.
I don't know, man. Saltfish, but dried? It's looking like it might be survival food, if I'm being honest with you. It's not looking incredible. It's looking like you had fish in the fridge and you took it out and you boiled it and then you served it. It's white fish with salt on it. I don't know. Deliciousness, probably not that delicious. Cultural representation, yeah, it represents the fishing culture of Portugal. I'll give it that. Global influence recognition, ain't never heard of no bacalhau. Probably will never hear of it again after this. No offense, Rosa. I feel like there's other more iconic Portuguese dishes out there if I had to guess, but I actually don't know. Aesthetics, whitefish, kind of ugly. And the vibes, though, it's Christmas. You're eating the bacalhau with the family. Immaculate. The vibes go crazy insane. But we hate to see survival food, so we're gonna... Oh, nope, that's the wrong one. This one. Bacalhau is gonna be probably... God, it's better than Irish stew, though. It's probably better than potatoes mixed with vegetables. Probably right next to cabbage stew, maybe slightly higher. Yep, there it goes. All right, moving right along, we've got Tafelspitz from Austria. Tafelspitz, I had this when I was there. I forget what it is, though. Tafelspitz is boiled veal or beef in broth served with a mix of minced apples and horseradish. It is a classic dish of Viennese culture, cuisine, and popular in all of Austria and neighboring German states of Bavaria. Tafelspitz. Tafelspitz, prep, YouTube, shorts.
Holen wir runter und dann wird probiert und Abschlussfazit gibt's natürlich auch gleich.
Dude, what is this? Don't try to make the meat look sexy. That is a weird... This is weird. This is weird that they oiled the meat up and they're giving a slow motion pan with some saucy music on it. I don't know, man. I don't think so.
So, Freunde, das hat jetzt ein paar Minuten geruht. Jetzt schneiden wir es mal an und weh, denn es ist nichts. Gibt's nichts zu essen heute.
Tafelspitz, what do we think about this? It's fine. It's like beef stew without the broth, though. It's whatever, man. It's just from Austria. They don't have a culinary tradition there. Is it good though? No, it's not. If the meat can be oiled up, you can too, brother. You're in the wrong stream. Okay. What's up here? This is... It's like survival food. It's got a little bit more lust for life than survival food. It's low B. It's got to be low B. Low B, yeah, for sure. All right, moving along. I'm getting caught up on Tafelspitz. I like saying it, though. All right, Moldova. We've got Mama Liga. It'd be insane if someone anticipated my stream, me doing this on stream, even though I came up with this morning as a stream topic, and then you created a website full of national dishes that are actually right, and then you put the Moldovan one as Ligma. An elaborate plot to just trick me into a long-winded D's nuts joke. That'd be insane. But not today. All right, Mama Ligma. Mama Liga. What is this? Mama Liga is a polenta-like dish made out of yellow maize flour, traditional in Romania, Moldova, southwest regions of Ukraine, and among Poles in Ukraine, Hungary, the Black Sea regions of Georgia and Turkey, and Thessaly and Fidelos, as well as Bulgaria and Greece. Okay. Survival food? Polenta? Man. It's like if you don't have potatoes, but you want mashed potatoes. It's kind of just like, it's not good. It's just not good. I think that people try to make polenta out to more than it actually is. And for that reason, I think this is not going to do very well on our tier list, but let's see.
National dish. Today is day 51 out of 195, and we're doing Moldova. And
Whoa.
we're making mamalinga and pork.
Mamalinga refers to the porridge made out of yellow maize flour. As well as Moldova, it's made in Romania and West Ukraine.
It does have potential. You're right, Garrus.
Wine and onions, because that's what Elena told me that her grandmother used to serve it with.
I can't find any medium ground cornmeal, so I'm just gonna make it.
Familiar with Landon? Who's Landon?
This is coarse, and then this is medium. Moldova is a very small but beautiful country. Mamaliga in Moldova is something similar to bread. It's cooked in a kettle named chaun and sliced off for serving with a piece of string. Although mamaliga is something for simple days, it's traditional for holidays. It's often served with sheep cheese and sour cream.
See, I think that it has potential. You're right that it has potential, but it's just a base for something to go on top of. The dish itself is nothing special, right? It's just something, it's just a grain to put food upon. It's not something that you are that excited about. It's not something that's going to change your world. Mama Liga. So let's go through the criteria. Deliciousness by itself, not very good. Cultural representation, don't know much about Moldova, but it seems like it probably reps it. I don't know, man. Global influence recognition, none whatsoever. Aesthetics, it's just yellow cornmeal, kind of ugly. So, and the vibes, of course, are amazing. So, this one is going to go down into the C tier, low C, maybe mid C. Not offensive, not the most transformative dish ever. Just kind of beige food to put a sauce on top of. Slip, fall, then land in D's nuts. Kind of survival food. Kind of survival food. Kind of just like whatever. C tier. Almost F tier. But saved by the fact that it's not really offensive. It's not hurting anybody. It's just not helping anybody's taste buds, you know? All right, next up we got Azerbaijan with Plav, which is a hilarious dish name. Plav? Oh, it's pilaf. Oh, rice pilaf. Oh. Where is this from? Azerbaijan? I had no idea this was from Azerbaijan. Huh. It is a it's a rice dish, or in some regions a wheat dish, whose recipe usually involves cooking stock or broth, adding spices and other ingredients such as vegetables or meat, and employing some technique for achieving cooked grains that do not adhere. What? That's not very helpful.
Rice is starchy, but good.
It's from like Uzbekistan.
This kind of flour is cooked with lamb. I'm using chicken. I have julienne carrots, garlic and ginger. Always like. I had some leftover bell pepper. I'm using it since I had it. Little bit of oil. I'll put these carrots in here. My chicken is ready. I'll place this in. A lot of health benefits for both ginger and garlic. I'll add 1.5 cup, which is roughly 2 cups of rice. Keep in mind, I'm putting carrots right now because they still have to be cooked. At this point in time, we cover it. We'll put a timer for 6 or 7 minutes. Raisins, both brown and golden.
Interesting.
They're going on top.
I don't like raisins.
Now, the chicken needs to go sit on top of it.
That's a negative for me, but it's probably pretty good.
Bit of cooking now from the steam of it. On low heat, 6 or 7 minutes. This is where the rice is. You see how the rice is standing up now? I think it was a success.
Huh. That looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's like survival food with a twist. I kind of mess with it. It at least has some personality and some Eastern European, Middle Eastern flair to it, versus some of these other dishes where it's literally just like cornmeal. I'm kind of a fan. I'm here for plov. What's it got? We got deliciousness, pretty delicious, but not the best thing ever. Not what I would, not the best, not the most amazing rice dish of all time. Cultural representation feels like it does rep Azerbaijan pretty well. It's got that Middle Eastern, Eastern European flair. Global influence recognition, actually pretty recognized, pretty well known across the world. I didn't know it was from Azerbaijan. Aesthetics, it's kind of beautiful because it's got a bunch of different colors going on. The meat's a different color from the food, which we can't really say for most of these dishes. Most of these dishes, it's beige on beige action. But this one, it seems like if you had like a dark meat in there, it would look different from the yellow rice, which looks amazing. And also the spices and everything just seem like they, I don't know. It has some diversity in visuals, which is good. And the vibes, of course. We're in Azerbaijan. We're living it up. We're having the best time ever. Immaculate. And it goes into the bottom of A tier. I have decreed. The colors do pop. Hi, Saul Goodman. Alrighty. Moving along. We have paella from Spain. I have had paella, I think, one singular time. Here's my problem with paella, though. I don't really like seafood that much. I think it's overhyped. I think it's too expensive. I think it's not really that good in general. I also don't really love shellfish. I think they're fine. I don't hate them. I'll eat them. But, kind of not that good. Kind of mid. IMO. But paella is like one of the most optimal ways to prepare seafood. Paella prep YouTube shorts.
Let's make paella. So this was the first time that I was making one of these at home, and I was really excited to try it out. My local Mariano started carrying these paella kits, working by the pan.
Favorite food? Tacos.
Stock, the rice,
or pizza.
Basically comes with everything that you
I don't
need.
know.
I went with the seafood one. Basically dump all that in the pan. This one on a big green egg over high direct heat. When it was up to a boil, you add the rice. Cook for a few more minutes. I decided to add some more shrimp on top just to give it a little bit more substance. 10 minutes later, this thing was
very mid to you. Yeah.
Boil, let that steam for a few more minutes. Fresh squeeze of lemon juice, some parsley, and this paella is ready to go. And it turned out really good. Nice, oceany, briny flavor. The shrimp was delicious. Next time I make one of these, we'll definitely add some more mussels or clam just to give it a...
Okay, that guy just straight up had a canned broth that he put on there. I don't know, paella seems pretty good. It's just not really super for me. Anyway, what do we think? Deliciousness, it's pretty good. As far as seafood goes, it is pretty good. Not bad. Not the best, not the worst. Cultural representation, I think this does rep Spain pretty well. The fishing culture, the Mediterranean culture, the flavors, it's pretty distinctly Spanish. Global influence and recognition, people know what paella is across the world. Very recognized. Aesthetics, beautiful. Very beautiful. Prepared in a nice, pleasing manner in a very flat pan so that you can kind of arrange the top in a way that is aesthetically pleasing. Also, the colors are pretty nice. It's got some cool spices going on that make some interesting colors. So pretty good aesthetics. I think as far as it goes, on my list, this is going to be probably... This one's going to be... It goes next to rice pilaf, I think. It's A tier. Even though I don't like seafood, it's still A tier because it's not, you know... This one right here, this tier is just slightly above survival food. I'm just going to change the C tier to say survival food. And then the F tier is just bad stuff. C tier is survival food. B tier is foods that are just a little bit more innovative and a little bit more... indicative of times of abundance than the survival foods. And then the A tier is actually inspired food, and then the S tier is delicious food. I should have probably defined that earlier in the video, but here we are. Okay, Priyanshu Kumar, stop spamming. Okay, what do we got next? We've got Belokranjiska Povitica. Belokranjiska Pogica. Oh, this is just bread. Slovenian bread? It says that it's... Oh, it is Slovenian. Okay, we're just really far away from Slovenia on the map. All right. It's a flatbread. It probably does go crazy. But to have your national dish be a bread... I don't know, man. Looks like a waffle, but bigger. It does look like a waffle, but bigger, but it probably doesn't taste much like a waffle. Prep, YouTube, shorts. Let's see it.
Danes bomo delali belokranjsko pogačo. Gre za zaščiteno pogačo, ki je narejena iz preprostih sestavin kvasa, vode, sladkorja, moke in soli. Oblikovano in shajeno testo zarežemo. Pogača ima 7 zarez, eno na sredini in 3 na vsaki strani. Pogačo zavrtimo in postopek z zarezami ponovimo. Tako si jo lahko enakomerno razdelimo. Na koncu posujemo z morsko soljo in kumino, spečemo ter še toplo postrežemo. Te pogače ne režemo, ampak jo vedno trgamo. Pa dober tek.
Okay, I didn't watch any of that. I was sorry. I was reading my Discord, but I guess it looks good. One more time from the top.
Režemo. Pogača ima 7 zarez, eno na sredini in 3 na vsaki.
I got distracted.
Pogačo zavrtimo in postopek z zarezami ponovimo. Tako si jo lahko enakomerno.
Yeah, I mean, it's good.
Na koncu posujemo z morsko soljo.
It looks like focaccia, but with a grid on it.
Ter še toplo postrežemo. Te pogače ne režemo, ampak jo vedno trgamo. Pa dober tek.
Deliciousness? Probably pretty good. Cultural representation? I don't know. I don't know anything about Slovenia, so I don't know if this reps it or not. I don't know why. Why did I make this? I have a Discord? Yeah, I do. Actually, let me drop the link so that you all can join it and get notified of when I go live and stuff. Whoops, that's my production Discord. Don't want to invite you to that. Here you go. I'm dropping it in the chat. Everybody join if you want to get notified about my... about future Quins stuff. Okay. What am I doing here? Did I already go through the categories for this one? Deliciousness, probably delicious. Cultural representation, oh yeah, I did. Global influence recognition, not recognized at all. Aesthetics, very aesthetically pleasing. I like the grid pattern on it. Vibes, dude, immaculate. So this goes B tier. This goes middle of B tier, below the Russian dumplings. That's pretty much it. All right, what's next? What was that? That was just Slovenia? All right, Croatia. Zagorski Struckli. Zagorski Struckli. Struckli. Oh, is this a sweet dish? Our first sweet dish? This is a... composed of dough and various types of filling, which can be either boiled or baked. It's closely related to struckli, which is a Slovenian dish. I don't know what this is, though. It's not really telling me what it is. It looks like some kind of casserole. Oh, it's a pastry, cheese-filled pastry. Huh. That seems kind of good. Am I crazy for thinking that? Looks kind of crazy.
I'm cooking a dish from every country in the world, and today we're getting a master class in the Slovenian art of struckli. I'm well aware that I've already done a dish from Slovenia, but on my recent trip to Slovenia, I had the amazing
Have to try Indian food. I do love Indian food.
Cooking school called Island of Ljubljana, and this cooking school at the moment focuses on one thing and one thing only, and that would be the prideful art of Slovenian struckli making. Struckli is a northwestern Balkan favorite.
That's oddly specific for a school.
Slovenian and Croatian cuisines alike. It's essentially a thin, stretchy dough slathered with quark or thick cottage cream, which is then rolled up, sealed, and then put into a hot water bath to boil. Struckli is typically filled with cottage cheese or cottage cheese and raisins, but it can also be filled with pretty much whatever you have in the kitchen. Once the dough is ready, you take it out for slicing, and you can really get a nice cross-section on that thing. Top it with breadcrumbs and stuff it in your face.
Looks pretty good. Like a savory cream cheese kind of pie. Yeah. I'm here for it. Oh, no. I should not have X'd out of that tab because then I have to type this thing in again. Yeah, sure. I like this a lot. I like the idea of this. It seems like it would be delicious. Kind of a beige meal, though, but it's cheese and a pastry. Who doesn't like that? Cultural representation. Dude, maybe. It seems like it's more closely associated with Slovenia than Croatia, so maybe not repping Croatian culture that closely. Global influence and recognition, never heard of it before this. And the aesthetics, it's a beige meal, but it's not that ugly. It looks like it is squishy and delicious, so aesthetics are mid. And the vibes are, you're not going to believe this one, but immaculate. All right. What do we got? We've got struckli. This goes B tier, high B, above potato pancakes. All right, how many more of these do I have to do? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 left. Okay. Have I ever tried Indian food? Yes, I have tried Indian food. Awesome, Noodle. I'm glad that you joined the Discord. Welcome in. My presence. I am here. Amazing. Alrighty, what do we got? We've got, what is this one called? What am I even looking at here? God, I lost my way. Struckli, we're going across. We're going to Serbia. We're getting Plivjiskavica. Plivjiskavica. Prep. YouTube Shorts. Okay, this is a Serbian hamburger-like dish made with a mixture of minced meat, typically pork, beef, and lamb, grilled and served with various toppings and side dishes. It's a hamburger on a flatbread. Am I crazy for thinking that? Did they steal this from the United States of America? It seems like they might have just jacked the US's whole damn thing here and called it their own. And called it Plivjisgvka. Prep YouTube shorts. Average smash burger, yeah. I mean, it does look pretty good. I don't know. Can't go wrong with a burger. And tons of crazy toppings. That's the beautiful thing about a hamburger, is that you can put whatever toppings you want on top of it.
Ordered the Serbian burger.
Serbian burger is what they call it. That thing is huge.
The best Serbian burger in Belgrade. Plešvaški.
Oh, Plizvashki? That's crazy that this girl... So this lady goes in for a bite, and then this lady goes in for a bite of her food as well. Get off of her food! All right, bye, Noodle. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy filming. Okay. Plivjevski. What do we think about this? Serbian burger? You can't really go wrong with a hamburger. Probably pretty delicious. Cultural representation? I don't know, man. Again, don't know much about Serbia. All I know is Nikola Jokic. Global influence and recognition? Kind of overshadowed by the American hamburger. Aesthetics can be beautiful for sure. And the vibes are crazy good with a hamburger, man. You ever had bad vibes when you're eating a burger? No, absolutely not. This looks like it's a low A to me. Actually, maybe even mid A. Actually, kind of upper A. It looks unique. It looks delicious. It looks pretty incredible. I'm about it. All right. Next, we have Romania sarmale. What is sarmale? Sarmale. Romanian cabbage rolls. Dude. I don't even need to talk about this. I don't even need to read on this. This is garbage. Deliciousness, not delicious. Cultural representation, representative of being a struggle. Global influence and recognition, nope. Aesthetics, ugly. Vibes, the first one to be... Just kidding. It's immaculate. Survival food, easy. Actually, yeah, probably F tier. You're right. It's meat rolled in cabbage. Gross. Okay. It is survival food, but it doesn't seem that good. Next up, what do we have? Let's go ahead and do goulash from Hungary. Goulash. They do love a good goulash in Hungary. So it's a soup made of meat and vegetables seasoned with paprika and other spices. It seems like this would not be that good, but low-key goes crazy. Look at those macaroni noodles in there. I think the word goulash is pretty loaded in that it has a lot of negative associations because it sounds like it would be struggle food from the Soviet bloc, if I'm being honest. But it's not. It's kind of just like delicious, hearty Hungarian soup. And Hungary has some pretty good spices in their culinary cuisine there. So I think this is actually not that bad. Deliciousness, pretty good. Cultural representation, it does kind of represent needing to survive being Hungarian and just being under constant siege. Global influence and recognition, everybody knows goulash, whether you like it or not. The aesthetics are pretty bad, though. It's pretty much beef stew aesthetics. But it's more delicious than beef stew because it actually has some kind of interesting spices in it, whereas beef stew is just literally salt and pepper and not good. So, goulash. We are going to be ranking this as above survival food, above the Czech Republic one, probably above... it's right underneath of mussels and French fries. Because mussels and French fries is the line that separates survival foods and foods that people actually want to eat when they want to eat them. So we're going to move that one. I don't even remember what that one is, but that one goes down because it is survival food. Above this line is where people chose to make this food because it was yummy. Below this line is where people chose to make this food because they had to. All right, moving right along. What do we got? We're going to do harissa from Armenia, and then the next row we'll just go all the way across and do every single one. Harissa from Armenia. Is harissa? It can refer to either a hot chili paste or a wheat and meat porridge. Wheat and meat porridge. Harissa is Turkish? It doesn't seem like it. Seems like it might be Armenian. Armenian propaganda? Armenian wheat and chicken porridge. Dude. Wheat and chicken porridge is like the definition of survival food. That's garbage. Deliciousness? Probably not that. Probably fine, but probably not that good. Cultural representation represents the struggle. Global influence and recognition? Never heard of it. Aesthetics? Maybe one of the ugliest dishes on this entire list. So for that reason, this is going to go into survival food, low survival food. It's probably fine. Doesn't sound good, though. Okay, I need to use the restroom, and then I will be back to finish off this list. Give me 5 seconds. Running an ad on Twitch. All right, I'm back. Wow, yay, okay. What do we got going on? We are moving on to, a heavy hitter finally. We've got spaghetti alla bolognese. Spaghetti alla bolognese. It's iconic. It's spaghetti with meat sauce. It's, need I say more? Bolognese. It's incredible. It's one of the most iconic dishes in the entire world. I'm surprised that...
That's decent cooking.
I'm surprised that pizza is not their national dish, but it's not so bad. Ooh. Hey. Oh. I love this guy. This is unreal. What is this guy's name? Sam Eats? Sam's Eats? You go crazy with your edits. Thanks, pre-end shoe, but stop doing that, please. You're making it weird. Looks incredible. Looks absolutely amazing. Deliciousness? Off the Chizarts. Cultural representation? This is the most iconically Italian thing ever. Global influence and recognition? Also off the charts. Aesthetics? Beautiful. Looks incredible. It's like the most well-packaged meal so far. And the vibes? You're in Italy. You're on the Mediterranean coast. You're eating spaghetti bolognese, and you are loving life. Nobody in Italy is sad. Can't be sad in Italy. What do you mean? It's amazing. Incredible. Vibes immaculate. This one goes S tier. It's basic, but it's delicious. It's going to go above khachapuri, too. Below chicken tikka masala, though. A surprising S tier from the UK. All right. Papalina from Holy See? What is Holy See? Is that the Vatican? All right. Sorry. Papalina. All right, let's see what God has cooked up for us. Pasta alla papalina. Okay, it's just like ham pasta. Ham pasta with peas and a white sauce. Pasta alla papalina is a simple Italian dish consisting of pasta tossed in a mixture of lightly caramelized onions, ham, and a cheese egg mixture. Basic. Delicious. Like a carbonara. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. Oh, is he still spamming? I blocked him. I blocked him on this, but he didn't get blocked here. All right. Sorry. Priyan Shu. This seems amazing. I don't think that... Let's watch a prep video. Pope's pasta.
I brought a half a cup of peas.
Let's make a papalina pasta. Come on in.
Oh, what a setup. Oh my goodness.
Some onions.
Now we'll cut the prosciutto. Prosciutto.
Now we start
Hold on.
Prosciutto. Now we'll cut the prosciutto.
Prosciutto.
Now we start on the sauce. Olive oil.
We'll put in the chipotle.
Prosciutto. Let it get a little crispy.
Now we start on the egg mixture.
Andiamo con le uova. Parmigiano.
Ah, bravo. Parmigiano goes in.
Il pepe. A little pasta water.
Perfect. This pasta, papalina, is named after a pope, Papa, because he was at a restaurant in Rome one day.
And he was bored of carbonara, so he said, maybe something different. And then it came, and he blessed. Now the peas I brought you, add those in. Oh, so good. Pasta goes in.
The egg mixture goes in.
Wow.
Buon appetito.
Yeah, buon appetito, whatever.
Buon appetito.
Bon. Unbelievable.
Hey, I'll take it. That looks pretty good, man. I don't know. It looks pretty decent. Deliciousness seems pretty high. Seems pretty good, but not more delicious than bolognese. Cultural representation, I mean, it literally is named after the Pope. What is more about the Vatican? What is more Vatican specific than the Pope? Global influence and recognition, this one is lower. I had never really heard of this before. It seems like a less famous pasta dish. Aesthetics, beautiful. Love the green peas, love the white sauce, love the red from the ham on top of the egg noodles. Amazing. Vibes, it's the Vatican. They're partying, dude. They're having a great time every single day. Immaculate. All right. This one is probably high A, below that Slovakian dish, below the hamburger. I think it's pretty good. Hello, Kara, and hello, Barbara. Okay. Next up, what do we have? We have Malta. Stew fat tal fennec. Stew fat tal fennec. Okay. This is Maltese rabbit stew. You know, I had rabbit when I was in Italy. I didn't have the Maltese. That's your mom's account? Okay. I didn't have the Maltese way of preparing it, but I did have rabbit stew. Or no, rabbit on pasta, I think. I don't really love rabbit. I'm not going to lie to you. This does scream survival food. It's a stew of rabbit, potatoes, and carrots. Yeah, it's survival food. Sorry, Malta. Deliciousness, probably not that good. It's rabbit. Cultural representation, I guess it reps Malta. Global influence and recognition, ain't nobody heard of stew fat tal fennec. Aesthetics, ugly. Beef stew. And the vibes are pretty good, though. Pretty good. Let's see it. Where is it going? It's going into the middle of survival food, probably below the mashed potatoes with veggies in them. All right. Next up, we've got Bosnia and Herzegovina. It's kvapi. Kvapi. Sevapi, maybe? It is a grilled dish of minced meat found traditionally in countries of Southeast Europe. Ooh, finger meat. Finger meat served with a pita and some kind of sauce and some veggies. We're getting into sort of Mediterranean, Middle Eastern cuisine here. This looks quite good. This looks quite delicious. I'm here for the Balkan sausages. Sevapi prep YouTube shorts.
Orders up, chef. Chiv up for Samantha.
Yes, chef.
Mmm. Oh, look at all that salt. Yummy. What? Why is he pouring water on it? Huh. One of the best foods in Europe you tried? Ooh, they're grilled too. Yummy. Ooh, cooking the pita in the pizza oven. Ooh, boy. One day I'll be able to dice an onion like that. Or chop an onion like that. Oh my god, this looks insane.
Orders up, chev up for Samantha.
Chev up, excuse me.
And remember, if you want me to cook your favorite dish, leave in the comments below.
Chev up. Okay. Yeah, we're about that. It looks delicious. Deliciousness, good. Cultural representation, I don't know, probably pretty high. Global influence and recognition, this is a Mediterranean dish like no other. I feel like I've never heard of chevap before, but I've heard of this kind of food before, so I don't know. It's middling. And aesthetics, on the pita with all the toppings, it looks like it goes insanely hard. All the different colors of the vegetables, the sauce, the meat, the pita is squishy and delicious. Oh, it's making me hungry. I am actually extremely hungry right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. So chevap, you go into A tier right below that burger, the Slovenian burger or whatever that is. Alrighty, moving along. We are making good progress. We only have 2, 4, 6 dishes left. Whoa, what? All right, next up we have Montenegro with Nijuska Prusta. Nijuska Pruska. What is this? This is a dry cured ham served uncooked, similar to Italian prosciutto crudo. Okay. Its particular flavor and aroma are, according to its producers, the result of the mixture of sea and mountain air and beechwood burned during the drying process. Okay. Looks like steak. I mean, it's just like a jamon or prosciutto. So, yeah, I don't think there's much that we need to talk about here. It looks freaking awesome. Let's see if we can get a good one.
Imagine a slice of heaven on your plate.
Whoa.
Geogusky prasad, the pride of Montenegro. This exquisite smoked ham from the village of Njegusi is a culinary masterpiece, air-dried and smoked to perfection. It rivals the finest prosciuttos and
Why
jamons.
was that just B-roll of carpets?
Finest prosciuttos and jamons of the world. Savor its rich flavor as it melts in your mouth, paired perfectly with cheese and olives. A true delight for the senses, Geogusky prasad is a must-try for any food enthusiast.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, that looks pretty good. It looks pretty delicious. So deliciousness looks really good. Cultural representation, I mean, it's pretty authentic. Global influence and recognition overshadowed by the other hams in the world. Aesthetics, beautiful. I love that color of prosciutto of cured ham. It's so thin and so amazing. And the vibes, if you're eating a big ham leg, how can you be unhappy? Immaculate. Okay, this is going to go low A. Low A. Just because it's just ham. It's not that complicated. I like the simplicity, but I don't think it's the most innovative dish in the world, if that makes sense. Anyway, moving right along, we have tave kosi from Albania. Tave kosi? Soured milk casserole is a national dish in Albania. It is a dish of lamb and rice baked with a mixture of yogurt and eggs added to a roux. Traditionally served with salt, pepper, garlic, and oregano. Ooh, this sounds pretty good. This sounds pretty insanely good. I'm a sucker for a casserole. I don't know what it is. I like the squishiness of it. I like the squishiness. I like the way that the meat gets tender in a casserole. I like that it's just one thing that you can eat, and you are confident enough in that one thing to be a whole meal, so you don't even need to prep side dishes or anything. It's just like, we have everything that we need in this one casserole right here. And I respect that. And the ingredients sound amazing. It looks delicious. It looks squishy and awesome. Tavi Kosi prep YouTube shorts. Noodle, you finished your recording in like the time that I recorded like 10% of this video. That's pretty base. That's pretty fast of you.
Tav Kosi, a cherished national dish of Albania, traces its roots.
That doesn't
back
look
to the
like
Ottoman
what we
era,
were just talking
blending
about.
Influences from both Greek and Turkish cuisines. This hearty baked dish, made with lamb or chicken in
What? Ooh! There it is. That's it. Okay, that probably got me DMCA'd. Like, I'm live streaming on YouTube. That's unfortunate that it just played copyrighted music. Are we still live? I hope so. Yeah, we're still live. Okay. This looks insane. It looks delicious. It looks like it reps the culture. It's got no recognition, but it should get more recognition. The aesthetics are insane. Bubbling cheese looks incredible. A casserole looks delicious. It's got all you need in it. Yeah, I think I agree, chat. I think this does go into S. I think it's going to be a low S. I think it's going to be bottom of S because I can't rightfully put something that I've never had super high up in S tier, but still quite good. All right, we're going to skip Greece. We're going to end on Greece. We're going to go to, actually, no, we'll go to Greece. We're going to do, did we already do North Macedonia? Tavci Gravci? What is this? Tavci Gravci is a traditional Macedonian dish. It is prepared with fresh beans and can be found in many restaurants in North Macedonia. Traditional Macedonian dish made with baked beans, or referred to as the traditional national dish of North Macedonia. So it's just beans. It's beans baked and served in a traditional unglazed earthenware pot. Yeah, sorry. Survival food. I'm not even going to go through the whole rigmarole for this one. This is survival food. And it belongs as in the survival food category as such. Right in the middle there. All right. Next up, we got moussaka from Greece. Moussaka is, what is this? Eggplant or potato-based dish, often including ground meat, which is common in the Balkans and Middle East with many local regional variations. Okay. It's like eggplant on top of a meat mixture, baked. It's a casserole. Not a huge fan of eggplant, but the potato variety of this seems pretty good. It's like potato lasagna almost. That's kind of crazy. Moussaka preparation, YouTube shorts. Oh, this guy again.
Let's do some cooking.
Unreal edits on this guy. Whoa, from downtown. Yeah, this looks really good. Okay, you've convinced me. Take the bite. Yeah. Yep. Moussaka, I feel like it's gonna go... It's delicious, yes. It represents the culture of Greece, I feel like, really well. Eggplant with like a lamb beef mixture underneath of it seems very Greek, excuse me. This is relatively influential, relatively well known. Aesthetics, it's beautiful. I love the way that it's stacked. I think it looks really nice. And the vibes, you're in Greece. You're on an island. You're sitting there with a fresh, hot plate of moussaka. You're sweating already, and you haven't even started eating the meat yet. Immaculate. Okay? Let's go. This is going to go probably high A, like mid to high A. I think just below the sausage fingers or whatever that was called. Okay, we are at our second to last dish here. We've got Bulgaria. We've got shopska salata. Shopska salad. Shopska salad. What? The national dish of Bulgaria is a Mediterranean salad? It's just cucumbers and tomatoes with cheese on top? Dude. What? What? Deliciousness? Eh. Cultural representation? Eh. Global influence? Really well known. This is one of the most common salads that you can get out there. Aesthetics? It is beautiful. But it's not really an inspired national dish. I will give them points, though, in the vibes category for being unique, which means it bumps their vibes from being good up to immaculate. So I think by nature, this is not survival food because it's not super hearty. It's more just like calorically not dense with fresh vegetables and stuff. It's good for you, but it's not going to, keep you alive through the war times. So it's above the survival food category, but just ever so slightly. I'm not a huge fan of that. All right, and finally, we have arrived at our final dish, the kebab from Turkey. Turkish kebab. Not sauce. Iconic food eaten across the world. One of the most iconic foods in the entire world. Definitely the most iconic export of Turkey. Kebab, 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 Kebab is a variety of roasted meat dishes that originated in the Middle East. Kebabs consist of cut up ground meat, sometimes with vegetables and various other accompaniments, according to the specific recipe. This is a versatile food. This is a food of the people. This is a food that is eaten all across the world. In all of Europe, you can get a kebab, and it is one of the most affordable, most delicious, different foods that you can get in the continent of Europe. I wish that I could get kebab in the US like I get in, or like I've gotten in Europe, like a doner, but you can't for some reason. This is an amazing food. This is a food that rebuilt Germany after World War II. Like all the workers who came to rebuild Germany after World War II, they survived off of kebab, off of doner. This is a food that fuels the working class in Europe, and it's amazing, and we love it for that. Let's watch a YouTube short. Wait, hold on. Let's do this guy.
How much? What do you want to eat? Kebab? Basic.
He said basic? Oh my God. Yum! Unreal. Is this an indoor charcoal grill?
Yeah, mate. Adama kebab.
Thanks, chef. That's delicious, but where's the garlic sauce?
Doner kebab, baby. All right, that is incredible. A delicious food to end on. Deliciousness off the charts. Cultural representation, also off the charts. The Turkish culture is strong with this one. Global influence and recognition, one of the most widely consumed foods in the entire world. Aesthetics, beautiful. All different colors, beautiful color on the meat. The sauce is incredible. The pita looks delicious. It's just amazing, okay? It's just crazy. And the vibes, if you're eating a kebab in the afternoon, you're in the streets of Europe, you paid €5 for it, and it's a filling, amazing meal. Obviously, the vibes are going to be immaculate. What do you mean? So for that reason, kebab goes into the S tier. Right below spaghetti bolognese, right below chicken tikka masala. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my ranking of every single food in Europe. My ranking of every single national food in Europe. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. Until next time. Okay, there you go. That's a YouTube video for you right there. That took way longer than I expected it to. But anyway, what's up now? Now I need to... probably... 2 hours, yep. Easy 2-hour video. Oh, I want to watch some vidjas real fast. Let me actually look at what the last video is that I posted on my channel. See if we can do another daily games video. No, not quite yet. Oh, we could take a geography quiz. Let's take another geography quiz. Anybody have a good quiz they want me to take? $100 challenging questions. How's your geography? 100 questions. Okay. Oh no, that's the one I already took. What? Hold on. I have to see if I've taken this quiz yet or not.
Which of these is located in a particular...
All right. You don't know if I've done this, but do the impossible quiz? I have not done the impossible quiz, and I probably will not be doing that right now. Let's do this one instead. We're doing a geography quiz. Oops. Geography quiz. 100 questions. I said that I had found the most popular geography quiz in my last video, but that's actually not true. This one is even more popular than that quiz. So today we're going to be taking it, seeing if we can pass. And if we fail to get more than 60 questions correct, then that means that we're a big dumb idiot, and you can say whatever you want to me in the comments. So let's do this. Let's take the geography quiz. Let's see how good we do. What do you say?
Tough. So let's find out how much you know. Here we go. Which of these is located in Central America?
Oh, wait. I have to get my sticky or post-it note out to count my right and wrong answers. Right. Wrong. Okay. First off, which of these is located in Central America?
Or Uruguay?
Easy. Costa Rica.
And the answer is Costa Rica.
Bango.
The Atacama Desert is known for being what?
Wait,
The driest non-polar
I think I
desert,
have taken this.
The coldest non-polar desert, or the hottest desert?
No, I did take this. Shoot. I just did it. I did a whole intro and everything for this. I have done this quiz. What do you mean? But then this one, it says that I've already taken two. Have I taken this one? What? Shoot. All right, well, let's do some React then. I gotta find a video to react to then. I have some videos saved. Let's see.
This area in
Oh yeah, the most valuable plot of land in America from Morning Brew. What is it? Why is it so valuable? Well, we're about to find out. Okay. This is the most valuable plot of land in America from Morning Brew. Let's do it. It looks pretty random, so let's find out why it's so valuable.
this area in the middle of nowhere. Where the hell am I? Is worth over $1 trillion. And it might just be the most important plot of land in America right now.
What? Wait, it's worth, he said it's worth over $1 trillion? What? So I had an idea for a YouTube video. I'm still probably going to make this video, so don't steal it. It's buying the cheapest plot of land in America. And this video is kind of like the opposite of that, right? But I want to do a video where I find the cheapest plot of land in America, buy it, and then actually go visit it and maybe like build something on it if I can. But if you have a cheap plot of land in America, it's probably really hard to build on. So we'll find out how it goes. But I haven't started on it yet.
And it might just be the most important plot of land in America
Why?
right now.
Why? A mine or something, do we think?
The McDermott Caldera, a 28 by 22 mile wide area that spans northern Nevada and southern Oregon. This is in Humboldt County, the northernmost county in the state. Quiet, rural area with one major city. And it is about to look very different in the next 5 to 10 years. You see, something was discovered right here.
Gold?
At Thacker Pass. That's going to affect the county, the state, the American economy, international relations.
What?
I mean, the list just goes on. And there is plenty of controversies surrounding it.
Aboriginal rights. Oh, man.
Welcome to Winnemucca. This is Winnemucca, Nevada.
It's just a friendly, welcoming community. It's home.
The city became a central shipping point to mines after the completion of the transcontinental.
Dude, this railroad or this train right here, it's just houses on a train. That's pretty sick. You think it's lithium? We'll see about that. This is very cool. Also, Winnemucca, Nevada, a place you never want to find yourself unless you are the owner of the trillion-dollar plot of land.
After the completion of the Transcontinental Railroad in 1869. Silver ore and gold were discovered through the 19th and 20th centuries, boosting the town's population and economy.
I believe Nevada's...
It is pretty crazy that at one point in American history, there was literally mass migrations over the fact that you could find gold in the ground. There were people that were like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, I've heard that there is gold out in California, so I am going to go ahead and pack up my entire life and take like a 6-month super dangerous journey, and then I'm going to go dig in the ground for gold there, and that's how I'm going to make my fortune. And there were thousands and thousands of people who did this. Kind of a hilarious thing if you think about it.
It's like the 4th largest producer of gold in the world.
Gold is huge here. There are mines nearby that have been operating for decades. Winnemucca has always been a ranching and mining town.
Okay.
Most people in town aren't raised here. They end up moving out here by themselves or with their family for work.
Searching for gold.
It's almost always work in the mines. And now, a new discovery will change this place.
You know, we won't just be a stop in the road on the way to Burning Man.
That's depressing.
Just north of Winnemucca,
they probably hate those Burning Man people.
Considered the origin point of the Yellowstone hotspot. Hotspots are caused by hot materials rising from near the Earth's core. The hot materials heat up a magma chamber, and eventually that pressure has to go somewhere. Eruption. Lava.
Dude, the Yellowstone caldera is the type of stuff that keeps me up late at night. Horrifying. Horrifying that at any moment that whole national park could just explode and lead to 100 years of nuclear winter on the face of the planet and mass extinction and probably kill 90% of the continental U.S. Scary stuff. Don't think about it too hard, though.
Destroys everything in its path. Somewhere between 16.3 and 16.4 million years ago, that now empty lava chamber eventually collapsed in on itself and created a caldera. The combination of hydrothermal fluid, rainwater, and groundwater creates a lake bed in the caldera. At some point, the magma looked like it would erupt again, but didn't. And those rising temperatures pushed up even more hydrothermal fluid that created even more mineral enrichment. Over time, the minerals settled to the bottom of the lake, and over more time, the water in that lake evaporated and left a thick layer of clay at the bottom. And this clay might as well just be a big pile of muddy cash, because in this clay is white gold, and a white gold rush is coming for Winnemucca.
It's not the first gold rush that's come to Winnemucca.
White gold, huh?
Okay, I'm heading about 60 miles north.
White gold, aka lithium? Is that what it is? Is it for batteries? That's pretty wild. It's pretty crazy that just minerals in the ground can change the entire landscape of a town. Unknown minerals can completely change the political, socioeconomic, everything of even the visual landscape of a random town like this. I wonder who owns this plot of land. It's probably owned by the Bureau of Land Management, if I had to guess. And the U.S. government is about to get extremely rich from it. But maybe if it was just like a, Beverly Hillbillies situation, that'd be a big game changer for those people.
North of Winnemucca right now to an area called Thacker Pass, the epicenter of lithium mining, not just in the McDermott caldera, but in all of America.
Whoa.
And kind of the world.
The world?
So let's go see
even more than Africa?
Plot of land in America looks like. About 15 miles from Thacker Pass. I lost cell service like about 15 miles ago, so we are off the grid. Okay, I think we made it.
It's the type of place you don't want to end up.
Thacker Pass has a very specific type of clay called illite clay. Different than the smectite clay that is more commonly found throughout the caldera. That illite clay has an incredibly high concentration of lithium in it, more than double what's found in the smectite clay. The area was known to have mercury, gold, uranium, and gallium enrichments, but the behemoth now is lithium. And that makes Thacker Pass one of the most important plots of land in America right now. There's an estimated $3.9 billion worth of lithium.
What?
There. 2 million tons more lithium than the current largest mine in the world in Bolivia.
Oh, it's in Bolivia. So why is this plot of land worth $1 trillion if it's only $3.9 billion of lithium, though? That doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
McDermott caldera is estimated to hold $1.5 trillion of lithium.
Oh, never mind.
Making it the largest reserve in the world. But it's currently untapped.
Interesting.
Right now, about 90% of the world's lithium is mined in Bolivia, Chile, China, and Australia.
Really? I thought that lithium was from Africa. I guess that's cobalt from Africa.
And the U.S. currently imports its lithium from those countries. China dominates the processing of lithium.
Well, it looks like this is about to get tapped given the old tariff situation. Seems like we're going to start mining up this lithium. This is Trump's dream right here. Yes, the mines, they're reopening.
And we are playing catch up. Just look at the approval process for the mine at Thacker Pass, how quickly it was pushed through. Maine has a large amount of lithium in hard rock, but the state has very strict laws around mining. North Carolina also has lithium in hard rock, but mining there would require moving people out of houses, rezoning, and all
in the Hard Rock
kinds of other
Cafe.
Complexities. But companies are still trying. There is a mine in Silver Peak, Nevada that mines lithium through brine and processes it using evaporation ponds, a process that takes time and very specific climates. So it can't be done anywhere, and it's only a fraction of what could be produced at Thacker.
Do not talk about tariffs and mines when we're in America.
Humanity is definitely going to need that lithium. Let me show you. Humanity has lived through the Copper Age, the Bronze Age, the Iron Age, and now we are in the early stages of the Lithium Age.
The Lithium Age.
International
That's what they're
Energy
calling
Agency
it?
Believes that the demand for lithium could rise 40 times by 2040. Lithium is the main ingredient in the batteries we use for our phones, laptops, tablets, vapes, power tools, toothbrushes, basically anything that uses a battery, and especially EVs and other forms of renewable energy. As America and the global population transitions away from fossil fuels and invests more in things like solar, wind, and hydropower, the energy harvested will need to be stored somewhere. More lithium-ion batteries. Okay, I see some no trespassing signs. Now, a lot of companies are looking for approval to mine here, but only one company has it, and that is Lithium Americas, which, by the way, just split into two, a North American entity and a South American entity. And
Did they split their stock as well? I need to be buying this lithium stock, I think. That seems like a good investment, getting into this lithium company, the only lithium company with permission to mine in the USA. I don't know, man. Might be a good buy.
a lot of people think it was to distance themselves from the South American entity, whose largest shareholder is Ganfeng Lithium, a Chinese lithium company. The company has the rights to mine acres of land here, and it broke ground on the 30-month construction project in March. But it's estimated that mining and processing of lithium here at Thacker Pass won't start until 2026. The company plans to operate this mine for over 40 years, the first 20 of which will remove material from above the water table, in an effort to not affect the supplies in the surrounding areas, with plans to propose a safe way to mine below the water table.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be very safe.
Once you start mining below the water table, that's how we end up with Flint, Michigan, or what, like any sort of place that's been destroyed by mining. It's kind of crazy. It's crazy how once you get down deep enough, it's just like, yeah, we'll just screw over the entire surrounding area. Like the whole entire tri-state area will get affected by this one digging site.
It's $650 million into Lithium Americas to get exclusive rights to the lithium mined here at Thacker Pass for the first 10 years, with an option to extend another 5 years. And Lithium Americas is pushing for approval for other mines all throughout the McDermott caldera.
Approval from who, though? The BLM?
Seems like a win-win.
Should I actually try to get approval here and start going and bring my shovel out there, start digging up lithium? That seems like a good business, man.
It's much more complicated than that. If you look into this story, one of the first things you'll find are the indigenous tribes that are protesting the mine. The Paiute and Shoshone tribes consider Thacker Pass sacred, a site where their ancestors were massacred on 2 separate occasions. One being by the U.S. cavalry in 1865. And
I won't go
have
dig out here.
appealed and protested at multiple points throughout the process, even bringing it all the way to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, where ultimately it was approved. The mine at Thacker Pass is the first of its kind. It is the only clay-based lithium mine in the world. Processing of clay-based lithium is unproven, or at least untested at a large scale.
What?
Currently,
Why is it so
100% of the
valuable
world's
then?
Lithium comes from brines and hard rock. Lithium Americas, the company itself, has said the project will be the first of its kind with respect to lithium extraction, and therefore lithium carbonate production from clay mineralization. As such, technical challenges could occur. The technology utilized in this project is not new to mineral, metallurgical, and chemical processing. However, it is being used in a novel way. The mine also highlights the paradox of mining for green energy products. Environmentalists in general conclude that all mines pollute in one way or another, and many worry that the mine will affect local wildlife and vegetation, like the pronghorn antelope, golden eagles, sage grouse, and a species of snail that could already end up on the endangered species list.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so interesting, the trade-off between mining and preservation and green energy. It's necessary though, but it's also like, people bring this up as a moral dilemma for clean energy, but even if you don't use clean energy, people are still mining. So if you mine for clean energy, it's at least net better than mining for unclean energy, if you know what I mean. If both things pollute and harm the planet, it's worse than if one is good for the planet while the other pollutes. You know what I mean?
Lithium also uses a lot of water in a region already affected by droughts. And then there are the localities like Winnemucca.
There's going to be change, okay?
Yeah.
You want to try to manage the change. So
Don, I hate to break it to you, brother, but you're about to get gentrified out of Winnemucca. And then the lithium's going to run out, and then the entire economy is going to crash again, and then you can move back, but it'll be a horrible place, drug-addled. It'll be a terrible place. You won't want to live there after that.
Don't lose your quality of life.
Construction of the mine and processing center will require about 2,000 workers.
Sorry, just
of the
progress.
city's population.
It'll be a big boom for our economy, but it'll also be a big burden on us.
Yep.
Water demand, the sewer demand. The man camp is located within the city limits.
Lithium Americas has plans to build the lodge or man camp where the workers will live, and those workers will certainly flock to local businesses and restaurants.
There will be quote-unquote big city problems that they haven't experienced before.
But then comes the operation of the mine. So we're anticipating 2,000 to 3,000 new residents to our community. Like every place else in America, we don't have the housing. We have contractors here who build houses, and most of them can maybe put 4 to 6 a year on the ground. That's one of my biggest concerns, is housing. Where are they going to live?
The Department of Energy just announced a $2 billion loan to a company called Redwood Materials, Inc. in Nevada. And our government just deemed University of Nevada, Reno as a tech hub, giving it more opportunity for funding and resources. The goal is to create a self-sustaining lithium loop, where the mineral is mined, processed, manufactured, and recycled, all here in Nevada.
We have all the interests that make up a car battery. We have the Tesla Gigafactory, Redwood Materials, recycling. It's developing, it's happening. Discussions like we had today help close the loop. But, you know, part of the loop is we need housing. We need training. We need sewer plants. We need schools, things like that. So that's part of the loop.
Yep, you're in for some hard times, brother. Sorry.
And center in the country's quest for a green energy economy.
We may have growth that I don't want.
What does that mean?
That means I'd hate for us to grow to the point where we're like a major city, like Reno. I like a small town.
A major city, like Reno. Hold on. He said like Reno? He said a major city. It's obviously not a major city. It's obviously the biggest little city in the world, dude. Get your facts straight before you go on national television, dummy.
Suited to be able to handle this and to handle it well.
But Thacker Pass is just the beginning.
All right.
And Lithium is only one piece of the puzzle.
That was the most valuable plot of land in America. That was pretty good.
Along with mines for cobalt, nickel, and graphite if we want to compete on a global scale.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed it. I think that's probably going to do it for my stream for the day. I will be back again tomorrow as usual. We're going to be playing probably some geography games tomorrow. And maybe doing some React and maybe some more quizzes tomorrow. But anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Bye.